Hey Nick, how you doing, man? It's Marvin, man. It's good to hear from you, man, and be able to discuss some of the issues that I'm having. You know, recently, you know, I was fortunate enough to learn a lot of things that I didn't basically know at first. But what I'm finding out, man, is that it's a whole lot of obstruction and justice going on in my case. Uh, basically, they re-indicted me. They indicted me once. They re-indicted me again, and they changed the cause number of that indictment. And that's what concerns me because when you re-indict a person, you don't have to change the cause number. And another thing that bothers me is that they're not telling me why I'm being re-indicted. Because indictment have to be stolen, period. And if you're going to re-indict a person on the same thing that you indicted them on before, you know, that's a 3-year process. But, I'm not able to get any understanding from my lawyer as to what's going on. It seems like going along with the process. It gets frustrating when things like this happen, when he let the prosecutor's office obstruct justice, and try not to give me a fair trial because I'm telling them like, listen, they changed my cause number, and he had to basically build my case from the ground up, meaning that he should have already called all the witnesses to come to testify. They should have already been subpoenaed and sworn in and know that they have to come and testify. Every time I tell him that this has to be done, he explains to me, well, you can call witnesses at any time. No, that's not true. You can't wait to the end of the day, the last minute, to call witnesses for a self-defense trial like this because cops are not going to want to be found because they don't want to basically tell the truth about what happened. And so, I think he asked me to know that. But he showed very little skill as far as like in his representation of me. And he constantly telling me that he can't do this or the judge won't let him do this, that. And every time he tells me this, it concerns me. So I'm like, what are you talking about? You know what I mean? And, it's just tough, man. It's tough being in this situation, man. Know that I'm innocent and that, the process is supposed to be an adversary system. And you're supposed to be able to have a right to speak the charge against you. But in this case, the prosecutor has refused to turn over the evidence in the case. And it's frustrating. I just can't believe that. And I don't think this officer's family will want his situation on false, allegations, just for the elected officials to be able to get a victory over me as a person that's innocent of any crime. The law is clear. This is stand your ground state. There's no duty to retreat. And we have evidence of the police saying that they did not announce themselves. And so, but my lawyer's not particularly putting these issues out in the hearing where I can get a fair trial. And I've constantly asked them to do this for like 5 years. And they just haven't been able to do it, and it's frustrating to me because get found guilty and all your issues aren't laid out in your trial, then you can't lay them out on the field. That's why the appellate court said the best issue is file motions and have hearings on those motions or witnesses on those motions, and that's best practice. But in my case, it has been uh, the best practice. And so I finally basically, you know, trying to have people assist me and questioning, my lawyer's competency, because it's so hard to prove ineffective assistance counsel once you are convicted, you know. And so, I've told him, like, listen, let's build this case from the ground up, and let's call witnesses, and that's the most important thing, and just do that, and I mean, so it becomes, even if you know the law, and you know what your lawyer is supposed to be doing, and he refuses to do it, that means he's standing in the way of justice. He doesn't want you to get justice. And that's what I feel is happening in my case. Also, now, they're saying that I'm waiting to get surgery. I go to court again on the 9th. But, it's just stuff, man. They're telling me these different officials that, my attorney is stalling, this and that, Bottom line is they filed false charges, And so if there's no duty to retreat, and the police are required to announce themselves, and they didn't announce themselves, then how am I responsible for something that they didn't do? So that bothers me. But I just stay focused and stay prayed up, But they're not telling the reason why I have to go to the hospital is because the officer entered my spine and, committed a hate crime against me by sticking his gun in my mouth. That's basically a hate crime by using profound language, at the time that he did it. And so that's a hate crime, but the DA officer failed to bring any charge against the officer or hold them accountable for even serving a search warrant when the search warrant wasn't their search warrant, And one of my lawyers told me basically that, Russ Hunt told me basically they didn't have a warrant. He expressed to me, listen, they didn't have a warrant when they came to your house, and since this is Texas, you're black, they're gonna fix you up. And so that was extraordinary to hear. I was like dumbfounded to hear that. This came from my lawyer. He said they did not have a warrant when they came to your house. And he said exactly those words, and I couldn't believe it. But my first lawyer, he worked with the district attorney and the judge. I mean, no, not the judge, but the district attorney and the Killeen Police Department to verify and make the warrant good. What they did after they came to my house and they messed up, they went and got an officer that used to work in that department for 20 years who had moved to another department that was part of this drug task force, because I don't think any of these officers were part of that task force. This task off with serving these type of warrants, and they had him lie and say that he was the one who obtained the warrant when his signature is not even on the warrant. This guy named Mosley, I've seen his signature on one of the documents that he is supposed to obtain for another situation that he had in the same area, and the two signatures are totally different, and that's what arrived at my suspicion. If he applied for these two warrants on the same day, why is one of the warrants has his name down Hancock Mosley on it, and the other affidavit just has the line in it, and so that's it's, you know, because my lawyer, like I said, I think he had a part to do with that, But it's been tough, man, and it's been a fight. You got to keep on fighting, man, And I can't believe I've been in here. Yeah. Oh, I can't. I can't believe I've been in here this long, man. On this shit. Hold up. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. But, yeah, I mean, I need to get my water. I'm on the phone right now. Okay, hey, excuse me. Somebody. Nah. Yeah, excuse me. They was giving me medication. But it's tough, man. But you have to stay focused, no matter how hard it gets, and know that God got your best interest at hand. But it's tough, It's tough, man. And I don't want to give up, man, or nothing, because we all go through these issues. But this is tough, man. To be accused of sitting in law enforcement officer, and you can do that, man, and it hurts, and it's just tough. And then, then when you look at it, you look at the stand your ground law, no duty to retreat law, and like I said, this is why that no knock warrant is a bad warrant, because they're telling the officers, okay, well, yeah, go ahead, you don't have to knock, and then when they try that no knock issue, what happens is if it goes bad, then they say, yeah, well, we're now, so which one is it? Did you announce? Or were you serving a no knock, unannounced injury? So they got all the options to change or not be truthful, and that's tough to say, man, but, that's often been the case in a lot of these cases, man, and we expect, the law enforcement to be, honorable and loyal and truthful, but that just don't always be the case, and I hate to say that, man, but it just don't seem to be the case in a lot of cases. If that was the case, I wouldn't have been here this long, because if that was their buddy and their friend and their comrade, and then they wouldn't even let the powers to be exploit that, I'm just saying it's just not right, and I'm fighting every day, and I'm thankful for the people who finally, are getting a whiff for this story, because most times the media, they won't even give the truth, because the clean Daily Herald, they had to file this case for maybe 4 or 5 years, and one of the people that worked there, the news reporters worked there, said that his boss was the reason why I got a gag order on my case. But they were putting out all the news that the DA was telling them to put out. But when they got the file, actually what was said, that officer there on the scene that night, he told the reporter that you don't want that to be put out, because it gives me a fair chance to win, and then he called the DA and told the DA that he had a file, and then that's when, my lawyers and everybody got together.
You have 1 minute left.
Request that a gag order be put on the case. And so, that was strange to me, that the media would do that, but it's been tough, man. Like I said, man, stay focused and fight.